Today is Monday, January 13th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. On Saturday, President Joe Biden awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom with distinction, the nation's highest civilian honor, to Pope Francis. The medal was scheduled to be presented to the Pope in person in Rome during what was to be Biden's final overseas trip of his presidency, but he canceled his travel plans so he could monitor the wildfires in California. Instead, Biden presented the award to the Pope during a phone call in which they also discussed efforts to promote peace and alleviate suffering around the world. A White House announcement read this: Pope Francis is unlike any who came before. Above all, he is the people's Pope, a light of faith, hope, and love that shines brightly across the world. Biden, a lifelong Catholic, is leaving office on January 20th. He is also a recipient of the award with distinction, recognized when he was vice president by then President Barack Obama in a surprise ceremony 8 years ago. 16 people are reported missing and at least 24 have been confirmed dead. This according to officials as a result of the devastating wildfires in the greater Los Angeles area, as forecasters warn of the return of strong winds this week. More than 12,000 structures have already been damaged or destroyed by the wildfires, and the threat of further destruction remains high. Coupled with low humidity, officials expect high winds to sweep through the region in the coming days, with gusts up to 50 miles per hour, according to Los Angeles City Fire Department Chief Kristen Crowley. The city is prepared for the high winds, according to Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. She said this at a news briefing over the weekend. Catherine Barger, chair of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, said she sent a letter to President-elect Donald Trump inviting him to visit the county and see the devastation of these wildfires firsthand while meeting with impacted residents. Barger hopes the trip could facilitate ways the federal government can help their communities to heal and rebuild. And then this, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance condemned the serious lack of competent governance in California as the firefighters in the Democrat-led state try to fend off wildfires that have devastated places around the city of Los Angeles over the past week. During an interview on Fox News Sunday, anchor Shannon Bream asked Vance about the emergency situation in Southern California since he and President-elect Donald Trump will soon be sworn into office. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has written to President Trump saying, "Let's not be divisive right now. Come out and visit. Let people see us working together." When asked if the president-elect will do that, Vance said, "I know the president would love to visit California." He went on to say the California reservoirs have been dry for 15 or 20 years. The fire hydrants are being reported as going dry while the firefighters are trying to put out the fires. There is a serious lack of competent governance in California. Vance went on, "We need to do a better job at both the state and federal levels." In other news, in Altadena, California, a Catholic family who lost their house in the historic wildfires stood together in the rubble of what was their home and sang praise songs, according to a new video. The video, uploaded by Gianna Halpin and shared by journalist Sachin Jose, shows the Halpin family singing Regina Coeli in Latin. According to a fundraiser set up for the family, the Halpins lived in the home for 35 years before it was destroyed on Tuesday night. As highlighted by the Christian Post, Christian organizations, including nonprofits, City Serve, and World Help, have already stepped up to help those in need in California. The organizations are deploying vital aid and working with local churches and community partners to provide immediate relief to those in need. And then today we celebrate the feast day of Saint Hilary. His name comes from the Latin word for happy or cheerful. In addition to his important work as bishop, Hilary was married and the father of Abra of Poitiers, a nun and saint who became known for her charity. Saint Hilary is the patron saint of children academically behind, children learning to walk, mothers, and the sick. He was proclaimed a doctor of the church in 1851 by Pope Pius IX. Saint Hilary, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.